everybody. It is air fryer time, and tonight we're going to cook some breaded pork chops and some Brussels sprouts, and we'll get started on the pork chops.
Are we muted?
Well, I should say pork loin. I always say chop, but it's loin. But I got my pre-seasoned flour here. It's white flour. AP, as they say on TV, all-purpose. And it smells really good. But I got garlic powder, dry thyme, paprika, some salt and pepper in the flour. And then I got my Panko crumbs, and I try to put seasoning on them, and it seems like the seasoning always goes down to the bottom and it never stays on. And so right now I'm putting in my Panko crumbs on a plate with some Parmesan cheese. And then that cheese will help give it an extra good crunch when it cooks. And I got my egg wash, what I already had made. I put in 2 eggs and about 2 teaspoons of water. Instead of using milk, I just use water. And I got my little pork, about 1 inch thick pork loin, and I'm going to put it in the, dredge it in the flour, shake off the excess, and I'm going to put it in the liquid in the egg, what I have all beaten up. The flour kind of acts as a binder and holds that egg on better. And then I'm going to put them in the Panko crumb Parmesan cheese mixture. And then they will look like that when they're all done. And I'll do up another one here real quick. Smells yummy already, and it's not even being cooked. Oh. And with this coronavirus, I know I probably should have a mask on because I'm in the public eye, but I don't have one. I really was going to wear one, though. That was some humor, Ellen.
Oh, excuse me, I forgot to laugh.
Dan, we have a question here.
Okay.
In your opinion, could this be used for chicken breast?
Yes. In fact, chicken breasts are phenomenal in here also. I do chicken breasts the same way, but the ones you buy at Fairway, they're so thick, I cut them in half the long ways and bread them up. And homemade chicken nuggets or chicken tenders, you can do the same way, just cut chunks of it. And in about 12 minutes, they're done, and they're awesome. Get all that good stuff off my fingers. Oh.
You're prepared.
Yes. Okay.
This is good, real good washing your hands.
Yes. And it's not even chicken, and I'm washing my hands. So then I place them in the air fryer, kind of put my hand there in case they fall out, but like that. And then I already had my air fryer running. I preheated it at 400. That's something what you really should do. And because then it just gets it hot. So I'm putting these in for 14 minutes. And I push start, so they are cooking. I have a habit of not pushing the start button. And then 15 minutes later, they're still raw.
Do you preheat the, every time you cook, do you always preheat?
Yes, every single time. Yep. And that'll be in the directions also. So then the other one we're going to do is Brussels sprouts. And I got these at Fairway, and they were fresh ones. And I trimmed them up. And the bigger ones I cut in half, so they're all the same size.
Dan, we have another question here before we get
Okay.
to that. Is there anything in the bottom of the air fryer, or is the meat placed directly on the bottom?
Nope. I will show you. Okay. Here is like what the air fryer main basket is, but then you have this on the inside, what you put your things on, and you can even put some water in the bottom of the main pan, and then that helps keep your drippings from sticking. But and then it puts moisture up in your meat also. So I'm gonna, here, I'll just do it like this, and then you just dump in your, so you dump in your Brussels sprouts, just like, there, you can see it upside down. And so there's your Brussels sprouts in the basket. And you just stick it back in the main container. So I'm setting the timer on that for 15 minutes. And what I forgot to do is on the pork chops, before I put them in, you want to spray the top of them with a couple spurts of spray. And then when you flip them over, put a couple squirts of spray. But I buy this Pam, and when I go through it, I just take the cap off, and I just go out and I buy more olive oil or corn oil and just refill it, because that's a lot cheaper than buying another one of these little pump sprayers. Or you can use, you know, your regular aerosol spray. And now we got 12 minutes while them are cooking to entertain some questions or
Dan, what did you tell us what temperature you were using for the loin and the Brussels sprouts?
what?
What temperature are you
Oh, 400 degrees for both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Because usually I use lower heat for pork.
Yep. Yep. And after 7 minutes, I'll flip the pork over and then finish cooking them. Yep.
Okay.
And then that inch cut will be probably right at 150 to 155 for a temperature.
Here's another question. What type of air fryer do you recommend? Do they vary a lot?
Yes, air fryers vary. I have a new wave here, which is digital, and but the basket size, it's only yay by yay, and the other one is a Presto, which is also a good one. My brother George has one, and there's 3 different racks on it, and that's good because you can cook more food than just one item at a time. And I like using that a lot because you can put like your meat on the bottom and potatoes on the next shelf and some veggies on the top shelf and just cook one meal in one. We did a cooking thing at the house once, and I called it my 7-course meal because, well, we had meat, potatoes, and veggies and a couple other things. Well, I cooked the meat first, so then we sat down, ate the meat, because mine's not that big. So then I put in the potatoes. And then when the potatoes were done, we ate them. Then I put in the vegetables. When that was done, we ate them. So it was one thing right after another, but it was fun. Supper took about an hour and a half, but that was okay.
Do you rotate your pork loin when you're flipping them over in 7 minutes? Or do you rotate them so the ones that are on the outside, do you rotate them at all?
No, because theoretically, the air should hit them all,
Okay.
but browned in there. And but then the browning it's the same on them from the outside to the middle to back to the outside.
Okay.
And yeah, and salmon, once you cook the salmon in this too, you really won't like them any other way because the salmon is just phenomenal in them. That's my favorite word tonight, phenomenal.
It's a great word. It really is.
I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers. But yeah, and the part about this though is, you get out all this stuff to cook your meal, and next thing you know, you got a big mess and just a few little things to eat.
I have another question. Did you
Perfect.
put any oil or water in with those Brussels sprouts?
I had water to start with on them. I cheated so they'd cook a little faster. I put them in the microwave and I steamed them for 5 minutes because they were raw, and so then they'll cook faster. And when I do French fries, I do the same thing. I pre-cook them in the microwave, and then I throw them in, and I spritz them with oil, and then put my seasoning on them, and then cook them. Well, you have a good eye to see if they got a question.
Keeping
I'm
you on
old,
track.
I can't see all this fine print. So, any questions?
Is there anything you've made that you didn't like?
Oh, yes. I'm a huge zucchini person. Anytime I see fresh zucchini, I buy it. Well, I cooked just plain zucchini in it, and it was like baby food. It came out like mush. But zucchini fries are phenomenal in there. There I go again. We ought to have a shot for everybody. Every time I say phenomenal, you do a shot. Is that appropriate, Laura?
We have a whole new game going on now.
But in fact, we had zucchini fries just last week, and I made them the same way I did the pork chops with flour. And yes, my sous chef reminded me that it was time to flip them, but that's what it looks like for the first 7 minutes. I don't know if you can see that good brown crust. But if you forget to spray oil on them, they will brown, but not as much. And
Did he push the start button?
yeah, yes, I did. And then here's the start of the Brussels sprouts. I don't know if you guys got a good glimpse of them or not, but they're looking really good. And help them out a little.
So besides zucchini failing as you cooked it, is there anything else that failed in the air fryer that you tried?
What else did I ruin?
It's always best.
Basically, just the plain zucchini was the worst. No. But we were going to try fried pickles in it like Texas Roadhouse makes, but I don't really like them, so I keep putting them on the back burner. And let's see. No, but roasted carrots are awesome in it. And wedged potatoes are good. And stuffed peppers, like meatloaf stuffing and the peppers, them are really good. Oh, and jalapeno poppers, them take about 8 minutes, and them are really, really good, and with a really good crisp on them. And what else?
You made everything.
Yeah. Oh, and
Mushrooms.
steak. If you like steak, whatever steak you like, cut it in inch cubes, season it up the way you would normally, and 5 to 8 minutes it's cooked, and it's really good, and they're super juicy and tender.
I have a couple other questions.
Okay.
What is the price range for the air fryers?
Oh, this was my new wave was like 90 something, and rack one with like three racks in it. I've seen them like at $150, but it's I think it's well worth that because I use them a lot.
And this question says, the person doesn't own an air fryer or an Instant Pot. And do you own an Instant Pot, Dan?
Yes.
Okay, so you own both. Which device is your favorite of the two, or which one do you use the most?
I actually use the air fryer more, but my daughter lives in Cedar Rapids, and she'll call me at 4:30 when I'm still at work, and she'll say, I'm coming home and beef and noodles would be good. So with an Instant Pot, you can go to Fairway, or Walmart, and buy the cheapest priced roast they got, and you can put it in an Instant Pot, and in 35 minutes it's cooked and it's fallen apart tender. And so I like the Instant Pot for that fact. Yeah.
You're actually doing an Instant Pot class for us in July.
Yes.
So watch our Facebook for information on that.
Yes. And there was something else I was going to tell you what I've done in the air fryer, and it was awesome.
How do you do the carrots, Dan?
I spurts them with some oil, then I just put some garlic, and I like garlic, paprika, and salt and pepper. And so I spritz the carrots with that, and then I put them seasonings on the carrots, and then I use real carrots but aren't frozen or anything, and then I cut them in wedges and then cook them. That takes about 10 minutes, and they're really good. And then for a sauce on them, if I got a sweet tooth going, I do butter and brown sugar sauce, and it makes them even better. So,
You don't
Yeah.
microwave them, though.
pardon?
You don't microwave them first.
If I'm in a more of a hurry, yes.
Okay.
Have you ever done any dessert in the air fryer?
No, but cinnamon rolls you can do in it. And I got a friend that has done that, Danny. I'll just say his name's Danny. And he's done them before. And he brought one to work, and it was really good. And it was kind of crunchy on the top, but it was really good. And yeah, and cauliflower inside of these are awesome. It puts a nice crust on the top of them. And yeah, there's probably about 6 different ways my friend Danny has done them. Oops, we got a beeper going.
What are you doing now?
I am checking the temperature. And, oh yeah, these are good and done. Well, not good and done, but they're done.
They smell great.
And we got a super crust on them. Oh yeah.
Full of this for Loin.
As they say with the Independence Marching Band, oh yeah.
And do you always have some kind of water in with vegetables when you're cooking them?
90% of the time, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know, because that's something I've never tried.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see them, but there's a good char. Well, yeah, a good char, and they are not dry. Oh, in fact, they're a little juicy and hot. But
What was the temperature on those?
the pork was at 145.
And you were cooking at 400?
Yes. And I'll show you what the pork looks like. And it's
Perfect.
there. How's that?
Very
And
nice.
yeah, and it's pretty juicy. There's some juice coming out of it. I don't know how they do that on TV and actually can show all that stuff, but it's really juicy. And to make your mouth water even more, I'm gonna try one. Oh yeah.
I think that's rude.
I know it. Here, my assistant better try it, Sean.
Yeah, that's good.
To give her opinion, but they're super juicy. They really are.
Those are great.
They look good.
Yeah, and then like on the Brussels sprouts, you could do on my thing, I was going to do a hot sweet and chili honey sauce on them, but I kind of like them plain like this. And or butter and garlic, I do a lot of real butter, and that's why I'm starting this. But so that's what we got tonight.
You made it look real simple and easy. I'm glad that I got in on the meetings.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yep, nope. Actually, it is pretty easy. One of the things I did when I got it is I can't sit around, so on weekends, I probably make about 3 or 4 trips to Fairway, and I buy 3 or 4 different things on Saturday afternoon, and I just cook on it, and then Sundays I get bored, so I pre-buy at Walmart, or at Fairway, or go to Walmart on Sunday and buy up all different kinds of stuff, and all I do is sit and cook and eat. And then it comes to supper time, and everybody wonders why I'm not hungry. So, but yeah, nope. They're really good to have. This is what the top of mine looks like for my new wave, and it's all digital and.
How do you clean it? Is it hard to clean?
No, to clean it, it's real easy. You just take this off, and that there, I just throw in the sink and I just let it soak for about 10 minutes, and then this is the bottom. If I had some water in there, it's these crumbs here, but they don't really stick at all. And so actually, it's pretty easy to clean. No, but yeah, it sure smells good. So
Next time I see you, I'll call you Mr. Food, okay? You did a pretty good job there, Dan.
well, thank you. But Yeah, I don't know if you can, but there's still juice in these. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Looks
But,
pretty good.
But yeah, and like the whole ones, they get a good char on them, and it's not burnt, and so it's them are really good tasting. Oh yeah.
And we have somebody here, it looks like she wants you to smile for the Winthrop News.
Okay. I can't look too good because post office might recognize me. Okay, did I smile long enough?
I think you did.
You look good.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said thanks. So
Okay,
you're set.
good. Good.
Well, I'm sorry I missed the beginning. So,
Well,
We will have this, we're recording the video, so it will be on our Facebook page tomorrow, so you can check it out there.
oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
oh, Amanda's on here.
Wait, like Mandy?
Yeah. Hi, Amanda.
Mandy?
Hi, Carter. My relatives from Indiana,
You mean Illinois?
Illinois. Illinois. Oh, they both start with I.
He doesn't know where they're from, but they're relatives.
Say hi, Uncle Dan. Hi, Uncle Dan.
Hi, Carter.
I love it.
Yeah, so any other questions? This is where Jeopardy song comes in.
Yeah.
Nope. Yep, that's how really and easy it is. And you want to do salmon like this or chicken or anything, yeah, it's that easy.
Well, thank you.
How do you know the times, Dan? How long to cook things?
With the cooker comes a little thin recipe book, and then I burnt some stuff really good in them, and once I made some. I was going to try to do like a little pizza in it, and it turned out like I was back in the hardtack days because it was really hard. And you could soak it in water and it was still hard. But yeah, but no, just experimenting with them.
Okay.
And then get on YouTube, and some of them, the videos are really good where the people really know what they're doing. And then some of them, it's like their first time, and yeah, they don't turn out the best, but no, but just trial and error. But 90% of everything I cook is on 400. And
They're warming things up, like warming up French fries or onion rings, leftover stuff.
yes, and leftover pizza is really good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, it's a whole lot better than the microwave, like 80 times better. Yep, but yeah. Any more questions?
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Well, yes, thank you.